Welcome to another episode of the Cryptid Files.
Yes.
Podcast to talk to you all about cryptids, folklore, mythology, monsters,
Files.
aliens,
Mormons.
ghosts,
Scientologists.
lost food,
Dicks.
animals that aren't cryptids anymore.
Yep. Cryptids that aren't animals anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever else we feel like talking about that night.
Yeah.
We're your hosts as always, Anthony and Charlie.
Yeah.
And tonight, we're coming to you to talk about mermaids.
Yeah. Mermaids.
Because this will lead into all of the mermaid episodes, because dude, there's so many kinds of mermaids.
Yeah, yeah.
Mermaid
I had to calm myself down on this a little bit. So I am not gonna drive as much into individual mermaids, because I've noticed when we do all these intro episodes, I say I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, and then I wind up having fucking 5 pages of research on fucking Nordic elves, and I'm like, okay, well, that just killed that episode.
Right.
But, so, we're just going to talk about mermaids in general here. We're going to talk a little bit about history of mermaids. We're going to talk about where it comes from.
Right.
Some ideas. We're not going to go into specifics, but that's okay.
Mermaids have been around since Mesopotamia.
Yes, mermaids have been around since Mesopotamia. And there is both cryptid theories for it, and there's spiritual theories for it.
Religious theories for it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different theories. There's a hominid theory, which we'll talk about later.
Mermaids are a hominid?
Yeah, there is a theory that it's some type of
An aquatic hominid?
an aquatic hominid. Yeah,
Freaky fish guys.
freaky fish guys.
All right.
So,
Where do you want to start?
Mesopotamia, probably.
All right, cool. So, Mesopotamia. So, Mesopotamia is the earliest recorded time frame that mermaids have been seen.
It's kind of the earliest recorded time frame we have in general, of like civilization.
True. Well, I mean, we don't have cave paintings of mermaids. So.
We don't. Yeah, there's no cave paintings of mermaids. Or that we've found yet.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe we'll find an underwater cave with mermaid.
We might find an underwater. Dude, that would be the proof right there.
That would be sick.
An underwater cave with mermaid etchings on like the inside of a rock. I feel like they'd all be washed away by now. That's the problem with mermaid evidence. First of all,
it's in the water.
The ocean's really fucking good at deleting shit.
Yep.
And
moving shit.
And we're
also really bad at looking for shit in the ocean.
Oh, terrible at it.
We can't find things in a lake or a river.
We can't find shipwrecks.
We haven't even been to the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where the mermaids. Maybe that's where Atlantis is.
Maybe that's where they all live.
We're gonna figure it out.
Who fucking knows?
But yeah. So starting in Mesopotamia. So Mesopotamia did not have names for mer people. Like they didn't have a species.
Yeah.
They were just fish-tailed people, but they were associated with fertility and lakes.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
So they had like godlike figures too that were very aquatic.
Mermaid.
Some of them had a fish body, human legs, and human head.
So no arms, they just had fins?
Pretty much, yeah.
Why would you want to...
There's different depictions of them where it's like fish body, human head, legs, and it's almost like they had a hard time deciphering what these things actually looked like because there's a bunch of different ways it looked.
I'm just picturing that right now.
So mermaids have changed throughout history, right?
Yeah,
Instead of that classic evil, bad intention, ill will mermaid, these were kind of knowledge bringers. So they would come up, they'd give you knowledge, they'd do their thing, and then they'd go back.
So then we'll move into Greece.
Yes.
And in Greece, they have Nereids, which are sea nymphs, and nymphs are nature spirits.
Yeah.
And the Nereids happen to be benevolent nymphs, because the nymphs kind of come in all shapes and sizes and kinds. Some of them are evil, some of them are good, some of them are indifferent, some of them are just kind of around. So you have the Nereids, which are the sea nymphs, so they're kind of water ladies. And you had mermen, which were male mermaid folk that had conch-shaped horns.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. They're all like sons of Triton, and Triton's the son of Poseidon, so they're all like related to the gods.
Yeah. This was the first, I believe, actual, like, mermaid idea. So, the Mesopotamians, they had, like, these kind of, like, mixed fish people things going on here. And then ancient Greece is when it got into, like, that, not iconic mermaid image, but that...
It's still pretty iconic. It's
still,
fish-tailed,
fish-tailed
horns, but...
Yeah. So, human ideas. And that's all, like, the religious aspect to it, pretty much, from olden days.
So then you move into Rome, and they have merfolk.
Okay.
Which is just, they took the Greek idea and we're like, there's ladies too.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then you move into the Celtics, which I guess is almost medieval times. They have Meros?
Marrows, yeah.
Meros, M-E-R-R-O-W-S. Meros.
Yeah.
And they are green-haired and web-fingered fish people, like aquatic people.
Yeah.
And they also have the Morgans, which are aquatic humanoids that live in lakes and seas.
Yes.
Then we're going to move on to the Nordic Germanic.
Yeah.
And you have the Havfru? Havfrue? It's Havfrue. Havfrue.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. Havfrue. And they are Scandinavian mermaids that are prophetic and dangerous.
Okay.
So they'll fuck your day up and then fuck your future up.
Yeah.
And you have nixies, which are fish-tailed water serpents.
Yeah.
In the Nordic world. Then you get the Slavs. And they have the Rusalki, which are mermaid-like water spirits. They're not explicitly related to mermaids, but they're fish, half-fish kind of type things, and they live in the water.
Yeah.
Then we get to the Middle East. We have certain, like in the Middle East, especially in India, they believe in these things called jinn.
Yeah.
Which are also known as genie. They are kind of like spiritual, kind of demonic, not quite things. And there are certain aquatic jinn that have fish traits. So they have like gills, or they'll have fins, or they'll be webbed feet, or they'll be fishy legs, or fishy bodies, and things like that. And there's also the Persian water maidens, which are fish-tailed female water spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Then we move to Africa. And in Africa, we have water spirits, which are fish or serpent-tailed. So they're mermaids.
Yeah.
But they might have snake bodies instead of fish bodies. But they're still water snakes bodies.
Still water snakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you have these things called Jengu.
Yeah.
Which are mermaid-like water spirits, and they're known for healing and divination. So unlike the Nordic mermaids that are known for destruction and divination,
yeah,
these guys will tell you your future and help you.
Yes.
They won't be like, you're gonna die in 3 days, and then show up in 3 days and kill you.
Wow.
Then we get to
okay.
Asia.
Asia. I've been there.
They are...
The whole place.
You've been to all of Asia?
Not all
That's
of
a
Asia.
lot.
I've been to a lot of Asia.
The Indian fish maidens.
Mm-hmm.
They are aquatic women with fish and or amphibian traits from India and Sri Lanka. You have the Naga, which are half human, half serpent creatures that are not necessarily always aquatic, but there are aquatic Naga.
Yeah.
So
they're World of Warcraft too.
They're in D&D too.
They're in every
that was one of the most like widely stolen, like elves.
Yeah.
And Naga for some reason specifically. Then you have the Sirena, almost siren, but Sirena, and they're just a Filipino name for mermaids. And then you have Indonesian sea maidens, which are aquatic humanoids associated with storms, waves, and the deep sea from Indonesia.
Yeah.
You have Thai mermaids, which are just mermaids from Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Ningyo, Japanese. They are magical Japanese fish people.
Magical
Japanese fish people.
Shit.
So they're freaky fish guys with magic powers.
With magic powers.
Yep. Then you have the Chinese fish maidens.
They really like eating fish in Japan.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're friends with them or not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't dive that deep into it because
I know like fishing is like it's like a huge part of their culture. So I don't know if the mermaids would be too happy about.
Well, they're fish people, not fish.
I don't know if they eat them. But I would eat.
Would you eat a mermaid?
If I caught it.
Half people. Is that half cannibalism? Like, is it only?
I'd eat the bottom half.
What do you do with the top half when you're done?
Throw it back.
I guess. Okay. Then we have the Chinese fish maidens.
Yeah.
Which are aquatic women that weave cloth and cry pearls.
Yeah.
And then you have the Korean sea maidens, which are just Korean mermaids.
Mm-hmm.
Then we move to Oceanica.
Okay.
And there are the ocean maidens, also known as the sea folk, which are just Polynesian mermaids.
Yeah.
Then we move to the Americas. And the Inuit have sea spirits. You have water babies, which we brought up on the podcast before.
We've talked
They're
about
like
water babies.
Small water spirits that are found in lakes.
Yeah.
You have Amazonian mermaids, which are what it sounds like, mermaids in the Amazon.
In the Amazon.
And then there are Caribbean water maidens as well, which are mermaids in the Caribbean. And that is the timeline of mermaids.
That's a wonderful timeline, AJ.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, I wrote it down myself.
So the name mermaid,
comes
obviously.
from mer.
Yes.
And maid.
Mer and
when
maid.
you put them together, you get mermaid.
You get mermaid, yes. Yeah. So mer was like Old English for water, and then may was short for, or maiden.
Right.
So.
Water maiden.
Yeah, water maiden. So most mermaids have always been thought to just be female characters. And I was wondering when I was doing some research, because the older oceanic mer people religious aspects, they were always like these prevalent godlike, normally good figures. And then there was a big shift.
Right, when they become like sirens.
Where they become like sirens and they become
Which is
bad.
weird because sirens originally were like harpies.
Yeah. So I did some research and it's got a little bit to do with the Catholic Church.
Of course it does.
So basically all of the other like religious views were kind of a threat to Catholicism. Well, that's how they viewed it. That's how they viewed it. They viewed them as threats, right?
No.
Yeah. And basically they kind of started speaking of them as demons and they started using them as basically influencers of sin. They turned into this idea of they're trying to lure you in.
Right.
And then...
Because they weren't necessarily known to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Even when they were benevolent. They were fish people. Fishy fish people.
Fishy fish people.
Gills on their neck and fins on their face and fucking like shit
now,
like
real question, is this bestiality if somebody was going to hook up with a mermaid?
If it's oral, it's not.
Okay, if it's just the top half,
if it's just
fine.
the top, it's okay. Anything below the belt is zoophilia and is illegal.
Oh, God. Yeah. But so basically, yeah, the Catholic Church was a little bit like, we gotta figure out how to stop this. And, well, not even, because
Too many people are going swimming. This is not okay.
No, because it wasn't even that much of a threat to the religion, but they had this routine of demonizing other people's religions at this time period. And so instead of preaching what theirs was and why they liked it, it was turning into, oh, we need to paint these other gods as demons.
Right. Would take what was relevant to theirs and adopt it. Yeah. And then everything else became demonized or ostracized.
And it's cool because a lot of, I mean, that's not cool, but it's cool to look at the map with these mermaids, though, because if you see that with a lot of the European and Western, like, Asian area, they all have this shift to, like, evil people. But if you go down to, like, the Pacific Islands and you have a little bit more further that way, away from
East Asia.
And they kind of kept the same idea where they're not as evil.
Right, they're magical.
They're magical
beings. They're not necessarily for or against humanity and all that. Yeah. I mean, the Naga are evil.
Yeah.
The Naga have always been evil.
And there's still going to be some that, because, I mean, we have a really easy natural instinct to paint anything that's reptile-like.
Yeah, serpent-based.
Serpent-based, mystery, lives in a cave, into something absolutely fucking evil. And so some of them just naturally evolved that way. But early on in Mesopotamia, there wasn't as much of that going on. They looked at these things as, like, godlike figures. So that's, like, the history of mermaids. How do mermaids see movies?
How?
At the dive-in. That's a good fucking joke. That's a dad joke for, like, next level.
So let's talk some theories about mermaids.
Yes, theories about mermaids.
They're manatees.
Okay, that was the first theory I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
And it's known as the tired sailor theory.
Yeah, they were fucking the manatees.
Yeah, no, that's not the fucking theory. Stop. They were not fucking the manatees. Okay. So manatees
are fuckable.
No, they nurse their young upright. So they were like,
oh yeah, they're up this way, right?
They're up that way.
Hold them.
So it can kind of look like they're possibly, some type of weird, like, humanoid in the water that's, like, from a distance.
Pirates are like, I'm gonna fuck that thing.
Also, fucking pirates, they didn't say they wanted to fuck the manatees. Anyways, pirates were always suffering from dehydration, scurvy, months at sea, just fucking brutally exhausted. Life on those fucking ships were terrible. Not just for pirates, for just all sailors in general. I'll tell you what, I was on an aircraft carrier, and that's much nicer than a fucking pirate ship, I'm sure. And that was miserable. So I can only imagine being on a fucking sailboat for fucking months, just living a terrible life.
Makes you want to bang a manatee.
No, but there would be obvious hallucinations that would happen. They'd see them in a low light for a lot of times. This explains a lot, but not for the freshwater side of things, because there are some freshwater mermaids we've talked about.
Right. Are there freshwater manatees?
There's not.
Okay.
No, there's no freshwater manatees. So I don't think so. I could be an asshole telling you that right now, but I'm 90% sure there's no such thing as a freshwater fucking manatee. They might go into freshwater. I know there's a shark attack in fucking the middle.
They can live in both.
They can?
I hate to break it to you. They primarily inhabit freshwater.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fuck me. All right, I'm an asshole. Yeah. So that's like the tired sailor theory. There.
They get dehydrated in saltwater.
They get dehydrated.
They will swim in salt water, but they have to go back to the freshwater within 1 to 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
Manatee facts.
Manatee
Don't
facts.
fuck them.
Yeah. So the other theory is basically folklore as cultural memories. So it's
People remembered the sailors banging the manatees, and they invented mermaids?
No.
Okay.
They think it's more of ancient cultures describe aquatic humanoids, water teachers or guardians, or beings older than cities type thing. And so it was more of a cultural memory, so that we would hear these stories through the ages, and then you would look for that. You hear something, and then you want to see it. So it's like, it's really easy to see something you already know about.
Right. It's like
something you're looking for.
Like the whole thing, like when we do any kind of paranormal investigation, we don't want to know anything so that we're not looking for it. We want to find something by happenstance. So it's the same basic concept. If you're looking for something, you're going to find it.
Yeah. So the whole theory here is, it's not just tired sailors. It's a ingrained thing to us.
Right. I want to see this mermaid. I'm going to think that's a mermaid.
Since ancient cultures have been telling these stories for so long, we just automatically look for shit like that. If you hear legends about mermaids, you're going to go look for mermaids.
And end up banging a manatee.
Yeah, you end up banging a manatee. I'm never going on a boat with you, just so you know that. I'm never bringing you on a fucking boat.
You don't want me to see
some poor fucking manatee somewhere.
I'm not going to fuck the manatee.
You're going to get killed by a manatee.
I know it's a manatee.
Yeah, God.
Now, dolphins, on the other hand, they fuck people.
Dolphins fuck... Yes, I know they do.
It's apparently a fucking podcast tonight.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Water Bestiality podcast.
Oh, God, it's fucking terrible. This is a fun theory. The aquatic ape offshoot.
Huh? So there's water monkeys?
So this one.
Sea monkeys!
Yeah, sea monkeys. Yeah.
They're like big.
Yeah, but giant.
Okay. Are sea monkeys a type of shrimp? Or do sea monkeys actually exist, or is it just dust?
No, they're actual living things. They don't look like monkeys, though. They're just kind of... They're living beings. They're actual animals.
Or are you
they
just
are.
buying into the propaganda?
I'm buying,
they sold you a packet of dust.
I'm buying into the fucking... Sea monkeys aren't fucking real. I don't believe in any of this shit. It's a lie. It's a government lie. Microscopes are all programmed to lie to us. Even the acoustic or fucking, non-electric ones.
You're right. They're called brine shrimp.
Yeah, brine shrimp. They're a type of shrimp.
Can you eat a sea monkey?
I'm sure you fucking... I doubt sea monkeys are poisonous. There's no fucking way they're poisonous.
You can eat something that's poisonous. You can't eat it. Oh, no. You can't eat venomous things. You can't... Yeah.
Are you looking up if you can eat sea monkeys?
They're not meant to be eaten.
No shit, they're not meant to be eaten. They don't sell them at fucking restaurants. What happens if you drink a glass of sea monkeys? What is the outcome?
They have zero effect on you. They're too small to actually do anything.
Yeah, okay. So it would be fucking pointless.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you can.
Not recommended to eat sea monkeys.
Yeah, you can eat anything one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could stop a bullet once, too.
Yeah. All right, let me talk about this real quick. So the aquatic ape hypothesis...
They're not related to sea monkeys, guys.
Yeah, so this proposes that some early hominins adapted to semi-aquatic environments.
Atlantis.
Yeah. Most scientists reject this aquatic offshoot, but some theorists suggest that a small population could have specialized in water life.
Okay. And
kind of adapted that way.
Can they also mind speak?
I don't think so.
No. You know hominids can do that.
Yeah, they definitely can.
We'll have to ask Bigfoot when we meet.
Yeah, and they suggest that rare sightings could be relic encounters. The problem is there's no physical evidence of this. But then again, it's the ocean.
Yeah,
so
we're still discovering new things in the ocean.
We're really bad at exploring the ocean. So could there be some type of evolutionary human offshoot? I don't know.
Doubt it.
It's a terrible... Yeah, most scientists are like, there's no fucking way. But people have been known to adapt to their environments fairly well. Like in the Himalayas, they have larger lung capacity for, higher altitudes and all kinds of stuff.
They grow more hair, a little thicker skin.
Yeah.
I still don't see a monkey falling into the ocean and adapting.
And then learning how to be that. Well, it's pretty rough.
Like there's the one... Okay, what's the one... Are they in Africa or Asia, the tribe that, dives... Like, they live on floating villages and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. And they can hold their breath, ridiculously long, free divers. Yeah, I've seen that.
They've been doing that for...
centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Then they haven't evolved into fish, so...
I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist, man. I can't fucking tell you. I can just tell you what I've read.
They probably eat sea monkeys, though.
I doubt they eat sea monkeys. Yeah, maybe accidentally. Maybe they do. Now, the next theory. Spiritual or interdimensional
there we go
beings, right? We have to talk about it because it's they bring it up for every cryptid.
Oh god,
every cryptid they bring this type of shit up. So the water spirits has more of a religious side to it. Mami Wata was that's another Indian one.
Right.
And also they think that there could be some type of interdimensional popping it out of our existence for whatever reason. And there's no way to really prove or disprove that. Now, this is another fun one. Ancient advanced civilization.
Atlantis.
Right? Yes. Pretty much. It is a fucking persistent idea that has stayed with our culture for a long time. Mermaids descend from a pre-human or parallel civilization that adapted to the ocean over time. So basically, somewhere, this is similar to like the human split, but the human split is later down the road. This is before that. It's just a separate...
So another kind of
being that has some advanced civilization aspects that turned out to look similar to us that lives in the ocean. And they...
Homo, like, Aquatis or some shit.
It would be before
we even made it to Homo sapien and
before
and all that kind of crap.
before all that shit. It would be way before that, and it would just be like a lost, distant ancestor that survived in the oceans, which is cool to think about. It's crazy because like there's so much about the ocean we don't know.
Yeah.
So there could be some. I mean, there are a fuck ton of
there's plenty of
aquatic,
things we don't know.
aquatic beings that they discover
people.
all the time. Are there aquatic people?
I doubt it.
Doubt it. Are they hanging out outside of Scandinavia? Probably less likely.
Are they hanging out in the river?
Are there creatures in the ocean that could have popped up that made people say, "Hey, that looks like a fucking mermaid"?
Manatees.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Pirates fucked them.
Pirates fucked them. I don't think they did. I don't think there's any history there. There's also the alien theories, where it is a
so it's an alien species that's living in our waters?
species that's moved into our waters. Because
it's the most plausible so far.
Yeah.
Not for nothing.
Not for nothing. The most common thing I saw with all these theories, though, is that they are all trying to come up with explanations on why we haven't found them, and none of them have supporting evidence. But throughout history, what we do have, really old fucking stories from Mesopotamia, even earlier stories of aquatic people looking things, right? Mm-hmm. We've got sightings all throughout history, up to like, modern day. There's some modern cryptid mermaid sighting. There's basically a lot of story. Mm-hmm. We just don't have any physical evidence of these things.
It is interesting. The one thing that lends to it, though, is that so many cultures worldwide that have no communication with each other believed in a very similar idea. Just like Bigfoot.
Yeah, pyramids.
Yeah, and pyramids. So it's like, maybe there is something here.
Yeah. And the theory with that, there's two ways to look at it. Maybe there's something there, or maybe it's something that we've held on to from those ancient religions that spread with people. So they came from like the earliest settlers, Mesopotamia, right? Our largest first civilization that we've ever come up with. There's a lot of religious aspects from Mesopotamia
that just moved
on, right? They built the first pyramids.
They were called ziggurats.
Yeah, but it's the same fucking shape.
Yeah, same shape.
Same fucking shape.
It just stepped.
And same purpose. It was getting higher to the heavens. It's interesting. There's a lot of plausibility with this, too, because it's the ocean.
Yeah, true.
So,
true.
Could be real. And I like mermaids.
Do you think mermaids are real?
Could be. I can't say for sure, but I think they're pretty real. Yeah.
I would like them to be real.
I'd like them to be real.
But
yeah. I don't know, like, if they are real, they're not Little Mermaid mermaids.
Yeah, they're like beautiful fish people.
I think they would have
fishy.
Less human features and be more aquatic type things that may have, like, appendages.
Right, I imagine, like, humanoid fish, not a fishnoid human.
Yes.
Fishnoid. That's a new word.
I don't think...
Made that up.
I'm not thinking of your classic split 50-50, top half human, bottom half fish.
I'm thinking tail, probably, like, fish skin, and they probably have gills.
It'd be cooler visible. Instead of top half human, do bottom half human, top half fish.
That wouldn't make any sense. Humans aren't built to be strong.
We're not trying.
Our legs aren't good swimming things.
I know, but
evolutionarily, it would make more sense to have a fish bottom.
But what if they're fucking like walking around on the fish floor? Some fish are just fucking stupid too. Have you ever seen sunfish? They shouldn't exist.
Oh yeah, they just get eaten.
They just fucking sometimes their shit just fucks up and they float to the surface and die. And some shit just is built terrible. Like clams. They're animals and they can't do shit.
They don't need to do shit.
I know. It's fucking terrible.
Life of a clam sounds pretty easy.
Or imagine being a starfish.
Life's pretty easy as a starfish too.
Yeah, but like,
you filter feed, you can grow your limbs back.
You get cut in half and now you have kids.
No, it's just another one of you. You guys just go, oh, goodbye.
Yeah, how does that work with like the brain and shit? Or being a sponge.
Isn't there part of a brain in every one of your arms?
Being a sponge, you can move for like the first part of your life, and all of a sudden, nope, I don't move anymore. I'm stuck to a rock now.
Life's easy, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
They just sit there and filter feed. Your entire life is just eating.
I don't know. I think the ocean is very, because it's so vast, it's very permissible for allowing certain things to develop that just shouldn't fucking exist. There's some stupid fucking fish out there, dude. There's some fish that are really bad at fucking swimming that somehow exist.
There's some fish that are really fucking cool, though.
Yeah, there are. Some cool-ass fish. So. I like fish. I like fishing.
Yeah.
Dude, I like mermaids, man.
Mermaids are kind of cool.
It's a cool legend. It's a cool, like, idea. Fish people. It's very broad. Extremely broad. And
yeah, they're water bronze.
Yeah. That's fucked up. We got a lot we can go off of for mermaids.
There's so many mermaid legends.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how much we're going to be able to cover. Well, not be able to cover now, but that we are going to cover now.
Yeah.
As far as mermaids go, between naiads and sirens and just mer people and fish people and freaky fish guys.
Yeah. Which is why it's hard when you asked me before, like, do I think mermaids are real? Because, like, the traditional sense of, like, what everyone thinks of as a mermaid, I don't think that's real. But any of the fish creatures with, like, possible appendages that seem like human-like, yeah. You know, or, like, intellectual, like, intelligent, like, species underwater. Yeah. Possibly. We haven't seen a lot from
I think
the bottom of the ocean.
Evolutionarily, right? That's the right
yeah.
word? That's how you pronounce it. It would make sense if there was an intelligent underwater hominid species that they would be fish-tailed, lower body fishy, probably whole body fishy, honestly. Like, they would be fished with arms that would have webbed fingers and gills and fishy face but on a humanish head. I can't imagine they'd look human. Like, there's no space for human skin living underwater. Like, you'd have to have, like, fish scales or seal skin or something to, like... Yeah. Or shark skin, like, something similar to that to be surviving underwater. Just to keep you insulated and streamlined. But you wouldn't have legs for sure. Like, kicking is not conducive for swimming long periods of time. Yeah. Or forever. So, arms, okay, you can get away with that as long as they're webbed and finned. Like, you probably have those kind of weird, like, elbowy fin things and all that kind of crap. Maybe even armpit fins. Well,
I mean, like, evolutionary, too. Like, they've had whales have hip bones. They think that's because they...
Used to have legs.
Evolution has just pushed things in different
Maybe
directions.
Whales are mermaids.
What?
Maybe whales are mermaids.
Whales are mermaids.
We got it all wrong.
If whales are mermaids,
the pirates
then yes,
were banging the whales, dude.
They were fucking the whales. Oh, no.
That's why they call it a sperm whale.
Oh, no. No. Fuck.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
All right, as we say at the end of every episode, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
If this is your first time watching, go back. Check out our older episodes. We've covered a lot. We've been doing this for over a year now. Yeah. So go back. There's some doozies back there. You can also see how much we've evolved as a podcast because season 1 to season now, we're in season 4 or 5. Can't remember. We're in a different season now, obviously. But we've done so much cool stuff. So go check out the old stuff. Come back to see the new stuff. Give us a like. Give us a follow. Check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Amazon Podcasts, whichever one you get your podcasts on. Go grab some merch from our Fourth Wall store if you like cool stuff. All of our podcast art gets turned into things. So we have hats, we have jackets, we have hoodies, we have t-shirts, we have water bottles, we have bags, we have prints, we have stickers. You name it, it's up there. And if it's not, join our Discord. It's the only place to take requests. Let me know what you want. You can request merch and you can request episodes. I was just going over our schedule again the other day, like adding things to it and editing. We are now scheduled to 2052. Yeah. So that's 25 years from now.
Now, if you put in a request, that doesn't mean you have to wait till 2052.
Exactly. Put a request. It means it comes up to the next available episode.
And we're live every Tuesday night, 8:30. You can watch Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube for the live show.
Go check us out everywhere. Go follow us everywhere. If you want to help out the podcast, buy some merch. And if you don't want to buy some merch, you can donate to our coffee account. That really helps us out. All the money goes right back into the podcast. But helps us pay for more equipment, for conventions. And if you like movies, follow me on Letterboxd. I have a list for DNR movies. Anything related to ghosts and cryptids and true crime, not true crime, but like conspiracies and aliens and things like that. Follow me on Goodreads if you like books. Same thing, DNR list about anything ghost and cryptid related. It's actually growing. I got some good books in there, so check that out. Join our Discord, like I said. It's the only place to take requests. We share memes. We chat. I put up polls. You got a sneak peek at our schedule. You know what we're covering that month. It's the easiest place to get news, all that kind of cool stuff. Anything to add for the people?
No. Thanks for hanging out with us, though. I appreciate it.
Any closing thoughts, Charlie?
No. Watch our shit. Have a good time. Comment on our shit. Tell us if you disagree with us. I like engagement. So if you guys say, your guys' opinion are bullshit, this guy's real, fuck that article from the Graph the Monster thing, I like the Graph the Monster, good. Yeah, let your opinion, let those voices be heard, because I like to hear your guys' take on cryptids and shit that we cover.
Absolutely.
So, and I actually really like covering cryptids that we get suggested to, because I know it's something people want to learn about.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of resources for information. I can pull up fucking newspapers from the 1800s. I contact libraries, and we know a lot of people that are really big into the cryptozoology like field, so we can contact them if you have more questions too. Mm-hmm. So the more you engage with us, the happier we are,
and the happier we can make you,
and the happier we can make you.
All right, folks, don't fuck manatees, and don't eat sea monkeys.
Yeah,
and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you next time.
Peace out, Mudpuppies.
Bye.